Hey guys, it's Jess. Welcome back to my channel. I wanted to allot this day to post a prayer and gratitude journaling video or a Bible journaling video or something of the like. But something else came on my heart and I wanted to record a video about it and talk to you guys face to face, like in front of the camera, rather than you seeing my hands and you seeing my hands and that's it, and then me doing a voiceover. I just wanted to come on camera and record this for you guys. But it has to do with prayer. So at the time that I'm filming this right now, it is Tuesday night. And so last night, Monday night, I went to church and praying specifically for one of my friend's family members. Like her family, she had a family member that was sick, and I remember praying for not only the family member but for her and her family, so that that they can have the strength and just the mental toughness to deal with caring for a sick family member. If you guys know anything about caring for someone that's sick, it's a very daunting task. It's a very difficult task, and I tip my hat off to anybody that's in a caretaking industry, whether you're a nurse or like a physical therapist or doctors and surgeons and all of that. Like it's so hard to deal with that. Like you have to have a certain level of mental stability to be a caretaker. But I remember praying for my friend and her sick family member, and just the entire family, that they are able to deal with that, and praying that the family member be healed. And I prayed that prayer, and then I came home, went to sleep, and I woke up the next morning and found out that my friend's family member had passed away. And I've never met her, like the family member. I've never met the family member in my life, but I know, my friend had told me she was sick, and I don't know what it was, but I just felt so bad. And the first thing I thought of was, I just prayed for her last night. Like I just prayed for all of them. So how can that person have passed away today? And I literally just prayed this prayer, and it caught me off guard, because I'm like, I don't know. I felt this like almost frustration with God, because it's like I prayed for this, and it wasn't even like a selfish prayer, because you know how selfish prayers are, where you want something for yourself. You want you want to have more money, or you want to get a new car, and so you pray to God for stuff like that. It wasn't one of those prayers. I was praying for some lady that I had never met before, and it was coming out of the kindness of my heart. And so I'm like, what gives, God? Like, what's up? Like, what's up, dude? And I had to stop myself in the middle of praying this, or in the middle of thinking this and being frustrated with God, and realize that God healed my friend's family member in a way that he knew that she needed to be healed. So my definition of heal and God's definition of heal were two different things. And so God's definition of healed was to call her home to be with him, versus my definition of heal, which meant she can get up and do the hokey pokey and turn herself around or whatever she needed to do, you know, with my friend. That was my definition, but that wasn't God's definition. And so I think it's important to, I think that was the lesson that I wanted to give you guys today, is that it's not so much that prayers don't work. It's just that maybe God has a different interpretation of what your prayer is. And so, and that interpretation is better than your interpretation. It challenges you to look at your prayer and your request in a different way than what you originally thought. And so I think that's the word that I wanted to give you guys today, is just that, you know, especially dealing with the death of a loved one, because I know that all too well, but I know that it takes a while. I know that it takes a while to get out of that mourning phase and to get out of that phase of you're never gonna be able to see that person again the way that you remember them. But you have to remember that God has a bigger plan for that person and for you in your life. And so I don't want to cry, but I feel myself having thug tears right now. But that's it, you guys. That's the message that I wanted to give you guys today before I start crying more. That's the message that I wanted to give you guys today, is just to hold on and be strong and just remember that prayer does work. And so never let a prayer that you think didn't go, never think that a prayer that you think went unanswered or you think the opposite happened, never think that that's a reason to not pray anymore and not talk to God anymore. Like I said, God has a bigger plan for all of us. And so, you know, that thing that you prayed for is probably not what's best for you in that moment. And what that thing that you prayed for is probably not what's in another person's best interest in the moment. And so, you know, God knows your story. God knows everybody's story, and that's never a reason to get discouraged and to not talk to God anymore, because He does answer prayers and He does continue to be graceful and merciful towards us. That's it, you guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.